Hey, little Pusino Pusinet. New video on this one. It's a little bit of a special. It's kind of a video response for a little contest. But my cooking skills are not up to the task. So I've asked a cousin of mine from France, big chef, to see if he could present the next one. And so hopefully you'll like it. I'll talk to you soon. Bonjour, like they say in your country, hello. So, Mr. Winston Prepper, I have prepared you this delicious pepper Christmas as you requested for your contest. So let's start. After you boil some water to prepare the soup that will be coming, prepare an extra some water so that you can do a nice warm apple cider. So that would be good to discuss, to taste as you're drinking in preparing the soup. For the to begin, here's what I've prepared for you: a corn bacon chowder. And so you have some potato, and dry potato would do if you don't have the right potato. Dry corn, obviously, the tomato. And where would you find this fatty bacon? Well, you'll see soon. We'll talk about another recipe that requires the bacon. And also the whole milk. How do we get the whole milk? Well, there's two ways to get the milk. If you were good enough to prepare in advance, you would have milk in a box, or you can use the powder milk and use just more water. And like they say, you can use just powder milk and it will do your chowder. Now we get this is a little bit in advance. As you're preparing the chowder, you're putting some of dry yam and also some dry vegetables, the ones that you like in the mix that you can find, or the ones that you have, and you put all the mix in the water as you're making your chowder. So as you're boiling water for the soup and making the soup. So this way, the dry will be a little bit more hydrated for the next extra that we added up. And you use the tactical bacon. Like we say also the French, and I heard the Canadian, this is not real bacon, but in a disaster star it would be the best bacon that you have. So over here you take the bacon and you open the can. So you use some of the bacon with the chowder, some of the bacon now for the recipe. You cook a few part of the bacon to make and cook the yam and the dry vegetables inside the bacon to make this nice flavorful meal, so that to go with your for the side for your meal. So you'll have yam and mixed vegetables to go with the main course meal. Do not throw do not throw the extra of the bacon, and you'll see why. So far, Mr. Tup Wilson, how do you like that? I can tell by your expression that you're very impressed. But wait, there's more to come. As you're preparing the main meal, if you have prepared in advance, this is a nice, it's called the bottle box. Is a nice wine, very easy to carry, and it would go well with your little meal that is coming. What is your meal? Well, it will be a cranberry sauce in a can with on the side of biscuit. Yes, biscuit. But this time we'll do Banuka biscuit. And so again here, this is while we were keeping the bacon. If you do not have butter, you can use the grease of the bacon. You can use grease from oil that you would have, but as long as it's fat mixed with all this, you'll be able to do your Banook. And so you mix your Banook and you prepare it, but you do not cook it yet. Just prepare it. Then you start boiling some more water, and you can use the water. So you cook some water, because the main dish that we're gonna do is a chicken breast with a mashed potato, and that's how it looks over here. And so you prepare enough water to mix as the instruction on the bag says. And so that when the water is ready, you put that in the bag so that your chicken and your mashed potato get ready. Now it's time to prepare the biscuit, and so you make you cook now the Banook in bacon grease again, and make your biscuit. But now the biscuit, we need a little sauce to make with them. Aha, here. And I thought of it. And so here what we have is a bacon gravy. And so now that we have cooked all of the Banook, all of the bacon, there's some residue in the pan. And so now we're gonna add a cup. So you make sure there's a little bit of fat. Mix the flour first. Mix it, so that you make sure that the flour is mixed well with the grease, and cook a little bit. Again, the milk, if you have milk, sure. If you don't, just use water. If you don't have, you use powder. You use the bacon again. Mix it and clean the pan now, and so that all the bits and the flavor from everything will make this nice little gravy for your Banook that you have prepared. And now that we have Banook and we have prepared everything, now Mr. Toop Wilson, I have something for you that you will love. As a dessert, I have baked a pumpkin pie, but it's a non-baked pumpkin pie. I will not use the egg brand condensing milk, and for the eggs you can use the dry egg if you have so. If not, well, you can try a little bit. But here what is very important, and what I've made specially just for you, my cousin have told me that you really like those ration bars. You have tried them in the past and stuff. And so in a situation of preparedness, you probably do not have graham cookies. And therefore, this is what I would use. I would crack all of those ration bars, whichever one that you have, and make the crumb crust with the ration. And this is where using condensed milk maybe could be too sweet, but you could try. And then just follow the recipe, and so that's why your baked pumpkin pie should be ready in advance, because it has to set for about 3 hours before. How do you like that, Mr. Toop? I can tell by your expression that you are without a word, and you seem to appreciate all this great cooking. And to finish, a nice little alcohol as you taking your drink, but bottles are heavy and they can break in your baguette bag. So I thought of chocolate with alcohol, either Bailey's, cognac, or any other alcohol would make a nice little finish to this great little dinner that we have. Well, Mr. Toop Wilson, I hope you appreciate my recipe and that it would be a tasteful one.